Bonjour. Well, it's been quite a while since they've knocked up one of these high quality, educational, entertaining videos, but I thought we'd better get back to it. Just about emerged from the depressing sort of winter, winter time, which was, it's a bit, it's always a bit trying, I always think. So where are we? We're sort of, well, it's 1st of Feb today, so we've got a brew on. We're going to do a dry stout, Guinnessy sort of style. Done this a few times. Just going to be as simple as that, really. Water's all ready to go. Got quite a few interesting things to talk about. Got some Beermail. Got a few more gadgets. Got some big grown-up gas for the kegging thing. So we're going to mash in, and then we'll perhaps have a bit of a yarn about that in a bit, or maybe actually later. Might just get this done and have a few beers. Right, beer time. Brew day didn't really go according to plan. What happened? Well, first I forgot to put the hops in, so I had to put those in 30 minutes afterwards, well, about 30 minutes into the boil, and so I bunged a few extra ones in to see if that should make a difference. And then the gravity was all off and various other things. Tasted alright, but we'll see how we get on with that. Anyway, let's take the edge off with a beer and we'll chat about the other stuff that's what's been happening. So actually, I won't be able to see it from. Let's actually zoom on in. Yeah, so you can see I've actually got three kegs now. The other one hasn't got anything in it. This one's the mild. I think the pressure's a bit. Yeah, I think I've cranked up the old pressure a bit too much actually. Yeah, way too high, but still pretty new to this game. Actually, I'll turn that here. Wait, that's a bit bonkers. So that's actually the one that I won a competition. David DTS. Let me just turn this down. 1954, and hold up a sec. It should be better. Yeah. So this is the result of that, but it did have vanilla in, but I didn't actually put any of that in the end because I meant to, but I didn't get any of it. But no, this is really good. Not too strong, but you can kind of imagine that the vanilla would really add something to it. Can't quite explain what I mean, but it's a lovely drop. Just without it, but there you go. So what's been happening? You see, you've got the 3 kegs now, so that's been really good. And then I'll give you a bit of a tour. Say a bit of a tour. So we've got a proper big boy cylinder that's been absolutely fantastic. Got that from a place in Nottingham. I've been looking around, looked around quite a lot to get somewhere, but it seems to be like really difficult. Everyone I looked at, I'll start again. Yeah, it seemed to be really difficult. Everyone I looked at, you had to put down deposit and all this sort of stuff, and everywhere was miles away. So yeah, there's a place in Nottingham, which is not far from me. Vintage Wines, it's called. There's actually 2 places with a similar name. Anyway, 30 quid, all in, with a 6 quid deposit. Dead friendly, brilliant, absolutely brilliant place. Do like all kinds of I think it's old whiskies and wines and stuff. Really interesting shop actually. If you're into that kind of thing, I reckon you could spend quite a bit of bumps. Anyway, other stuff that's been happening. I did, brewing wise, I did the McEwen's #1 clone that went badly wrong because I'd put in the wrong kind of smoked malt. I'd put in peat smoked malt, I think it was. I didn't really look properly at the instructions. Anyway, it was like I was going to save some and send it out, but I thought in the end it was a bit too. It was kind of on the cusp. It was. I kind of half liked it, but difficult one to explain. But yeah, in the end, it turned out that I didn't risk it in the end because I thought I don't want to send stuff out that But I had mentioned to a few people I was working on it, yeah, so that went Went a bit pear-shaped that one, but I am going to do it again, but with using the proper ingredients. Then I did a Cascade single hop tail at the Bible because I found a load of Cascade in the freezer. That was brilliant. Really enjoyed that. So I've had a bit of a mixed bag of good ones, bad ones, and stuff. I've done Bass Bitter clone that I really want to get right using the posh yeast. I didn't actually record anything on that, and I've done another version of that that's in the keg because I wanted to because it was quite expensive. Normally I only buy sort of packet yeast because it's quite expensive. I sort of reuse it, so I'm interested to see how that gets on. I might have to crack that open in a minute actually, because I've been dying to test it out. The only thing was when I was putting it in the keg, got a load of gunge and hop stuff in there, which I bottled a few as well, and that's exactly the same there. So I've kind of messed that up a bit. But what else? Yes, the other day, most recently, I got a couple of bottles of homebrew from Matthew at M&C Brewing, which are these two puppies here. So cheers for that, Matthew. That's spot on. Looking forward to getting stuck into these. I'm going to leave them in the fridge for a bit though, and just let them settle. So that's a Citra, and that one is a porter. So I was tempted with these tonight, but I'm going to be good. That's that. So cheers again for that, Matthew. I'll put a link up to channel in the thingamajig. So that's great. And the other thing I've got, bought myself. I don't know how good these are. These kind of like, you can't really see. So it's one of those things. So that screws onto there, that screws onto there. Top of keg, and then you can just. So that's good because put that there. Well, I say it's good. I haven't actually tried it out yet. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Because what I've been doing is in the garage sort of lean-to thing. Really moisture. Obviously, this time of year it's a pretty good temperature for storing these sort of bitters and all that kind of stuff. Maybe even a little bit cold, I don't know. But we're going to be coming out of what with all the sunshine we're going to be having and the heat wave that I'm predicting. I'm going to have to get the fridge going and start putting stuff in there. So, but for now, I thought that would be quite a nice little thing, just to bung on get a few kegs, bung it on, and then you can just kind of just get pour a beer without, well, you know what I mean. Like I say, I've got a bit of a mixed bag with the brewing. A few things have gone good, a few things have gone pear-shaped. But I've got the raspberry wheat to do coming up at some point, and what other stuff I've got? Got a stout that I did. Yeah, the stout. That was one I did earlier on and botched it up a bit. Can't believe I missed out the hops. Raspberry wheat, and then a few lighter things for spring, summer kind of thing. I'm getting out of the, I'm starting to think I fancy something a bit lighter. So perhaps some sort of American IPAs, sort of wheaty kind of things, that kind of thing. That's kind of where I am. So anyway, that's it. Thought I'd better do a bit of a catch up. Obviously low quality kind of thing. There's other stuff that I'm sure I meant to mention I forgot about. Hope everyone's having a good 2020. Seems to be bobbing along reasonably well. So so that's it. Got a couple of ideas for videos, so if I can get myself sorted out and psyched up for it, I'm going to do a bit of that as well. So, alright guys, cheers, catch you later.